Hello all, Sabato here. So today we're going to be doing a bunch of live attacks. I've been avoiding it for a couple of days. We're not avoiding it, but I haven't had time to be able to do live attacks. But however, today is a different story. Now if you watched my videos yesterday, you will know I mentioned that I have something to tell you guys. And you're probably wondering why we're looking at the screen, and especially the guild power pillagers. The reason is, as you can see, is 8 out of 50. We have merged with the guild. We were speaking about 36 hours before we actually officially merged together. You know, I was talking to their captain and their crew, and you know, it just seemed like everyone was getting on so well, and we had the same philosophy with the game. So they've merged into our guild now. I will show you the players. There might be a couple more coming over to join us as well. BJ's one of my subscribers. He's finally come over to come and visit us. I think it could be long term, I'm not too sure, but we're digressing here. Captain Irish, Boel Gator, Pork Chop, Pegleg Stoner, Gorger Girl, and we're just going to go through some more. Captain Bane. These are all the new members. I want to just call him Bez. It'd be easy for me to call him Bez. He's a nice guy, very funny as well. So as you can see, I mean, there's a lot of new people. Scurvy Crew as well was another one. A little bit low, I think there's a couple more, maybe. Pistol Pete. And that is it for now. So yes, there's quite a few people that's joined, and they're varying from Pirate Hall 7 to Pirate Hall 11. So we've really bolstered our squad now, and hopefully we can start to get a bit more victorious in our rumbles and guild events as well. So, that's the big announcement over with. Let's move on to our attacks, and as you can see, I'm on PR1, I'm farming sub 100, so it's not going to be, you know, glorious attacks. I've mixed it up a little bit. I've got 28 bucks, 26 gunners, 12 bombers, a witch doctor, and a priestess. Legendary pirates, I've gone with Mac. I've used Jean de Berry. I mean, I've just started Black Bart to level 19. Where is he? There we are. So we started him earlier today. I've already got a bunch of research going today as well, so the Ghastly Gunsinger's going, the Scallywag's going, the Brute's going. So I've spent and farmed quite a bit of grog today. However, we're just going to have some fun now and do a lot of farming. We're going to keep Mac in there because I don't want to use any. I want to save maybe for a video tomorrow, a decent video of really taking on tough bases, using the likes of Sadie the Goat, Ching Shi and Tinto. Maybe I'll mix all three of them up, who knows. Anyway, let's get on with the attacks. Real excited. I've been absolutely waiting for this. I don't remember being attacked. Who attacked me? I don't remember. I have no idea what damage they done. Oh yes, I think it was 7 gunners. Right, so we're looking for some loot today. Don't care about the gold, but the grog is a definite, it's a must. And also, if you didn't see yesterday's video as well, you might have noticed that in this one, we are upgrading our Pirate Hall, and we're going to Pirate Hall 10 within about 11 days now. So we'll make sure everything's maxed before then, even if it means spending some gems. I've got gems sitting there, and I'm ready for another 15,000 gems as well to purchase. Okay, so, I mean, some of these bases were Pirate Hall 7s I was spotting, but they had like 400,000, and they had like the one cannon defending the base, so I was just sitting there and with 4 gunners, sniping those. So again, we're just going to keep pushing next and have a look and see. I mean, yeah, that's crazy. There we go, this is the type of raise that we like. I am not going to, you know, make you sit through all this. I could just use Mac and lose 1 stamina, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to use 3 gunners. I'm going to pause this, and then, you know, towards the end of the raid, I'll just finish it off with you guys, okay? Okay, so almost done, and I've accidentally just deployed another gunner. Unfortunately, never mind. But yeah, I mean, I just noticed the guy's name, I Give You Money. You're damn right about that. Right, so, I mean, we could go and snipe the Pirate Hall and get our bit of BP and get our Pirate rank. We don't care. He's not going to get a shield. Looks like, you know, he's just leaving his resources out there for everyone to take anyway. So let's not give him a shield. Let's come out and we stay at Pirate rank 1 anyway. Now, I say to a lot of people, they go, well, I lost the battle, but I've got a lot of resources. That's a win in my book. Don't need to get stars to get loot. Okay, so again, we're not waiting a minute and a half. I could have paused the video, but we're not doing that. we're jumping straight into it. And what have we got here? Tenacious Buccaneers. Increased toughness by 5%. Considering we're using Buccaneers, perfect. Let's have a look. No. I mean, if they've got a couple of real low defences and there's like 400 grand, use 3, 4, 5 gunners and claw the resources that way. Pardon the pun, as Mac McCracken. Yeah, I mean, there's really no point. Like this base, what is the point going all in? No, the base isn't that good, but it's just not cost effective. So we just use the next button and we find a suitable target. If you can see and notice, the plunder points is a lot different from when you saw me in the 500s, 400s to now in the sub 100. So if you plan on doing rumbles this low down, instead of you getting like say 475 for my pirate or level, say 475 or 575, I think it was something like that crazy, 550 sorry, you probably only see 300 pp there now. So I mean, it's really not worthwhile coming this low. I know the bases are easy. Maybe if you can get like 2 attacks done in the same amount of time, then it'll become more effective. But yeah, I'm not sold on it, to be honest. I'd rather go for the big attacks. But then again, you know, there's less risk of losing against, you know, smaller bases. But make sure it's your own pirate hall level, because 123 plunder points against someone 2 pirate hall levels below is really not feasible. So I'm going to pause this till we find... Oh, there we go. No, we're not going to pause this. No. So we're actually going to storm this base. It's Blackbeard there. That's a band name in my guild till I get him. Everyone knows the rules. I even had to explain that to the newcomers. Blackbeard is bound until Sib gets Blackbeard. I mean, as you can see, it's a Pirate Hall 10. There's only 330 PP on offer. If I was pushing during an event or a rumble, it's not good. Anyway, let's take out this Grand Pounder. Let's start with the Legendary Fort. Any buffs he does have, let's make sure we take care of those. And let's start to get, you know, some guns in there. I'm going to double up because we are going to come in from this direction anyway. But I just want to take these out a little bit quicker than just using one gunner. Just make sure there's no other buildings in the corner here. Get a couple more gunners in there so they can start work on that ship. Now, as soon as that guild goes down, like so, oh, wrong button, there we go. Let's get our Buccaneers in there, just a little line, we don't want to use them all. Now we get a line of bombers in there, get a Witch Doctor in. So, I mean, you send really half of your tanks in first, because yes, you want them tanking the damage, like so. And then by the time all the defences are focused on these little tanks at the front, then it's time to go in with your second phase or second groups of tanks. So you've got fresh tanks now coming into the battle, and yes, the other ones might be dying, but you know, you've got a second army, so to speak. So your battle's going to work out in your favour a lot better. We're not using Mac, don't really need to. The Priestess is in there. We'll get her using her ability in a second. She shouldn't die against the gun tower. If she does, oh well, doesn't matter. So we just need her in a little deeper. She died, unfortunately. I was hoping to get her in with the mortar. Doesn't really matter, as I said. I mean, there's not a lot of skellies in there. There we go. Use the ability now. So there's about 3 skellies out of all that. Still got some bombers alive. And they're doing great work. Got a couple of bucks here. Gun around the corner here. The ship's gone down. There's no outlying buildings apart from the ones over here. Last fence going down. And this is exactly how Sib effectively farms, you know. I find a collector base like the one that we saw, we'll take that on. And if we have to, you know, use a full army to take on this base, which had 900,000 grog, I believe, then we'll use a full army. I mean, it's not an expensive army. I see a couple of really juicy Pirate Hall 7s over 800,000 grog and gold. So it's, you know, 1.6, 1.7 million raid combined. And I used just the bucks, the gunners. I didn't even use the bombers, the Witch Doctor, the Priestess. The army cost me 95,000 grog. And the time was about 18 minutes, give or take, 30 seconds. So, you know, it's really profitable, that raid. So, there, I mean, being the slowed down, there's easier bases. You don't have to go with such a big army. And I enjoy it. You ask anyone in my guild, there's like, what troops does Sib like? It's Boogo, all the way. And actually, I've got a lot onto it now. I can't say his name because he got offended. No, I'm only joking. He said, "You called me fat." I said, "Yeah, but your name's Fat Trucker." So, FT as we call him. FT is on the bandwagon. He's using the Bucks and Gunners. Magawara, the one I showed you a bunch of his replays of, he's adopted the Witch Doctor, the single priestess. He's using Scallywags instead of Bucks. So yeah, that's quite interesting. So yeah, I mean, a few of them have been, you know, they do watch my channel as well, and they pinch ideas from me and obviously tweak them to their own playstyle, which is exactly what this is about. It's about me trying to give you ideas, so you can try different things, because in the past, before I started doing YouTubing, even at the start of doing YouTube, I wasn't very adventurous in mixing up my army matchup. I'd be like this is my army and I'm not changing. I do need to try more with Sky Raiders. I do need to try more with Ghastly Gunslingers. But until I get those maxed, which, you know, I'm probably going to be a bit behind for Pirate War 10 on them. But when I start getting them up a bit more, then I'll start using them for sure. And, you know, I'll show you different ways that I can think of. And maybe I'll speak to a few top players and see how they use their Ghastly Gunslingers. I know they can be resurrected from the death at Academy level 10, I think it is. So, you know, it's going to be Pirate 11. We've got a way to go together yet before we actually get through that. Right, no loot here. We need loot. We need loot. This is a farming episode. Live attack farming using Boogu. Now, I mean, there's a cannon here. There's quite a bit of defences there. I mean, we could potentially storm in, get that mortar there, and storm and get this mortar here along with the cannon. We could sit here and farm these collectors and that, and we could make a profit. I mean, you'd only need, I don't know, 6 gunners, maybe. Yeah, I don't think the mortar over here, maybe. Yeah, we could get the collectors if we wanted to. I'm not going to, but, you know, we could have used 3 gunners, took out the mortar and the cannon, used their ability, and took out the collectors for the grog. We wouldn't have got all the gold and grog. We would have got the grog. Depends what you're after. If you're after both, then it would have cost you a bit more troops, but you would have done it. We would have made a profit. But I mean, that's all it's about. I mean, look, there's still big bases down here. You know, earlier on I said I maxed out base. Looked, I went, there might be. I tried it as well. There was 1.2, 1.4 million grog. I got 800,000 using my Boogu army. So it's profitable, and he probably thought, oh man, this guy. And I can't remember if I got a star, no star, or 2 star. Anyway, I took 800,000 from the guy, and he must be thinking, I can't believe you took 800,000 using Boogu. And you're not even Pirate 11. Yeah, and his defences, say, was maxed. I chucked that priestess in there, I stunned up a bunch of his defences and just ploughed the men forward. Yeah, there's quite a few bigger players now. This isn't too bad loot, but not worth my time. If it had 800 and something thousand, extra 100 odd thousand, I would definitely go for the spice. Yeah, a few of the, you know, a few decent top 200 players do watch this channel, and they think I'm a bit crazy. They honestly do, especially when they see me using the Boogu. But you know, it's good, and other people, Pirate All 11s maxed on now trying Boogu. Obviously, some of them not maxes in terms of LPs, but they're liking it. They're like, you know, this is really cool, because their cook times is an hour plus, I'd say, depending obviously what they're using, but yeah, and it's cost a lot of grog for them to take the big loot. So if they can come down this slow and come and pick on Pirate All 9 10s using Boogu, that's effective for them. And this game is all about farming. Doesn't matter if you're farming bigger players, same Pirate All size or lower, part of the game. God, I'm really going on one of these rants today, aren't I? It must be rent day with Sib. I'm going to have to pause this in a minute. The last time I said that, the next push of next was a juicy one. No, not this time. Alright, we'll pause this. Right, okay guys, I can't promise that we're going to get all this grog. I don't care about the gold. I know it's quite low, but I really don't care. We're going to try this base. I don't know why all these walls are sitting around the side there. but we're going to try the base. I don't think it's going to go too well. I think I'll get, 2 grog storages, but I'm not going to get all 3. However, let's get on with the raid before the time runs out. We're going to start to clear out the outline buildings. We need to try and get rid of this shark trap, but call it a bear trap then. Right, so let's start by, getting these buildings gone. We'll keep an eye. So we've got a couple of cannons here we've got to worry about. Once we can get some of these other buildings here, we're going to try and drive through from this sort of direction, because the ground pounders are facing that way and that way, and that could be a problem. I bet if we put a buck here, that the ground pounder's going to fire. So we know that's a bit of a bad range, although we're going to have a problem with the bunker. Now it's time to start deploying our troops again. We don't want to deploy the whole army, and we're going to use Mac for this one too. So let's get our Witch Doctor in. Let's start to use our abilities. Now let's get our bombers in this location here. Let's get our Mac McCracken in, because I want him taking some of the damage for us, because I'm only sent half an army in, and this could go really bad if I don't get this right. So we're gonna, once he gets in there, drops down, there we go, we just damage a bunch of defences. Now we're gonna get our second wave of attacks in. So start deploying our troops in this corner here. They should start to veer into the base here in this direction. Mac's gone down, however, but let's use our abilities now. So now we're locked at half the base. The Witch Doctor's resurrected some skellies. We've got 1 mortar down. We've got a bunch of defences stunned up. We can try and take this mortar out if the gunners hurry up. Hurry up, guys. There we go. So both mortars now are taken out. We've got a bunch of defences in there taken care of. We should now be able to get this third storage. Come on, Buccaneers. There we go. Use your ability. Clear out these storages now. Perfect. So we took a big chunk. The rest is in the collectors. I should have checked that, but let's pretend that we checked it. And there we go. A bunch more skellies. You've got to be careful. I'll talk about how to use Witch Doctors properly if you don't know in another episode. But yes, I should have checked the collectors, but now let's just pretend that the loot is in the storages. Yeah, let's pretend the loot's in the storages. So we checked the loot's in the storages, and we ploughed our way into the base. There we go. So the raid went a lot better than I thought, but it's, I think, because the process abilities were spot on. The first wave of troops done a fantastic job of clearing those outline buildings. The bombers done exactly what I wanted them to do. They busted through the right walls. It's all about judging where to deploy the bombers and where they're going to go to. So it's learning that sort of AI pattern now. And once the second wave got in there and the process stunned it, the Witch Doctor used his his resurrect ability to get some skellies. Then we was able to sort of storm the base, and when you've got your defences all clustered like that, you're asking for trouble when it comes to swarm attacks. And especially, that's why I like the process, because if she can stun a big portion of the defences, then the Buccaneers and the gunners just swarm it. I mean, you see, they took a little while to get locked onto that mortar. They were sort of zigzagging in the base. They should have just gone in, but instead they'd done, I don't know, zigzags to get to it. But anyway, it worked perfectly doing it that way. And all the loot was in the storages. But it doesn't matter if it's in there or not. I still would have done the same. I still would have stormed the base the same, and it worked perfectly. Again, McCracken, we lost 2 stamina. He went down real early, but using his claw ability, he hit a bunch of those cannons to just over, over half, under half, one of the 2 hit points. So I mean, he'd done his job. He done a bunch of damage. Took some fire for us, so our troops would go in there and do some damage. So always, when using your piece, some of those, even Jean de Berry, I just use her as a distraction, a bit of tanky bait, so to speak. Get her in there, use her ability, and let the defences focus on her rather than your swarm attack. Anyway, Tenacious Gunners now, 10%. It's starting to look favourable for the Boogoo selection here. No, we're not taking that base on. There's no loot anyway. Again, we'll do a few more clicks of next, and then we'll think about pausing so I can find a base for you guys. Don't want you guys sitting there all day going, come on, Sib. We're pushing next here too much. Right, let's pause this. Sib's made the decision. Okay, so while this is a farming episode, this isn't going to be a great farm. Who knows, probably won't get the 100%. Anyway, we're going to take this base on. So let's start by getting a couple gunners in there. It's a very low level legendary fault, so that's going to go down quick. Let's get in a buccaneer here. There we go, so we've got some focus going on. Let's get a couple in there, if we can. If we can try and take out these couple of buildings here. So take out this outhouse real quick, then try and take out the mortar there. Mystic mortar as well, because they're going to become problematic. So a couple more hits, perfect. So we've got rid of a mystic mortar, a mortar. There's a ground pounder here that's not going to be able to reach. It's got a mystic mortar here, so he's wasted 2 mystic mortars. So we are going to lose some troops because they're going to veer off to the left where the pirate hall is. However, doesn't really matter. So let's get a witch doctor in there. Let's use our abilities, start to clear these buildings. Let's start to get Matt McCracken in this location. If I can start to get him in there early and start to distract, that is really going to help us out a ton. So let's get our troops in there now. Let's get a few more gunners in there, try and keep some back. Come on, in we go, perfect. Use the priestess, there we go. Locked out a few defences, not a bunch, but the mystic mortar's now stunned. The cannons there, the bunker, we've got the gun tower here in the corner being a little bit problematic. I don't know why. Oh yeah, there's a mortar in the back there. So, you know, the raid's going okay, got a bunch of skeletons in there. Priestess is still in there, she's taking too much damage. She's going to go down in a sec, I think. Yes, she's just gone down. Got enough gunners in the back here, although I would have liked a few more. There's a lot. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's going to hurt. Bunched up together there. Matt McCracken has obviously gone down quite early. Get more skellies going. Got to keep an eye on the bottom right here, because we've got a lighthouse there. Got Builder's Hut up there. So we've got 1 gunner left for this. This is going to be close in this base. I'm going to free store it. I don't know, it's going to be close. That gun tower's a bit of a pain there. Get rid of that mortar. Keep some of these gunners alive. We might have a chance to they fight over to that cannon there. There's quite a few skellies tanking that damage. So I think if we can take out both those defences, we're going to 3-star it. Ability's coming up. Come on, there we go. No, don't run away. Don't worry about the Builder's Hut. No, go back. Go back. Oh, they're so stupid. They've cost me the raid. So no, we're not going to 3-star this base. Not as many troops went over there. We got the loot. It's a farming episode. We don't care. Where are we going to put him? There we go. Send him to his death. Let's set off some more mines. Make him spend some more gold. Anyway, let's come out of this replay. We got the loot. We smashed the base up. It's a Pirate Hall 11. Come on, guys. Give me some credit. Using Bugo. So 270,000, you saw that army cost there. I know we are streaking, so the price has dropped a little bit, I think, by this point. But anyway, let's pause this and get into another battle. Sorry guys, I jumped into this one a little late. My training ground perk's gone down. I've had to go on my other account, tell them I've got 2 more attacks for my streak, and then we're going to jump into it. So, I mean, we've got 100 toughness less per troop. That's probably why we struggled on the last raid. Anyway, I have not had a chance to assess where the defences are. We'll have to play this one a bit blind. Shh, don't tell anyone. So I'm going to keep the Berserker ability, because I'm going to need that once we punch through the walls. Take these buildings out. Come on, gunners, hurry up. Then I'm going to need the Berserker ability to drive my troops fast into the walls once they have been punched open. I don't even know where the second ground pounder is. I could really get caught out of here. And see that one there? Unless he don't have a second ground pounder. Oh yes, he does there. Okay, so we have to keep an eye on that. Right, so we've lost a lot of troops now. Too busy talking. We've been coming from this area. I think we're going to be A-OK. Let's get Mac in there, because we'll need some distraction. The Witch Doctor should do a fantastic job of resurrecting some of those skellies there. And as I say, once we get through that wall, like any second now we start to drive into that base. Let's use the ability early. Let's keep a few gunners back. Get the priestess in there, because it's all going to start to go real airy now. We're going to get in there into the thick of things. Use the abilities for the gunners now. Get them in there. Get that damage down. Get these big storages beaten to a pulp. Now get that gun tower done. Priestesses in there. Use the ability now. Perfect. Lots up, you know, a bit of the base there, not all. Let's try and focus on a few gunners in that location. Try and get rid of that ground pounder, because around this area, it's going to get real painful fast as well. So I've got to try and take out that, not the tavern guys, I know they'll take out the tavern. I need to get that ground pounder. Come on guys, come on, there we go. That's it, perfect. So we're going to lose some bombers here. Oh, they just survived. So I mean, it wasn't too bad. We stormed the base. Let's take on a weaker base, because the, there we go. Oh, Fortune's up here. Priestess, don't worry about the ship. So we had to use a weaker base here. But still, I was I was raiding blind. I didn't know where the second ground pounder was. And we've got 100 toughness left, so I don't know how the bomb survived that ground pounder hit. I know it's level 1 ground pounder, but still, we're going to do this. 3-star. It's just the grog distillery to go. There we go. Shoot away. There we go, priestess. Ah, I didn't get to use the bombers, damn it. So we've got this raid, another raid to do. Then I need to fund the TG, because I want to get a balance. Can we open the balance chest? Maybe. I've got no silo room, so hopefully it's just BP and EP and grog or something. Yeah. So I mean, we'll open the bandits chest. That's why I was wanting to come out. To not come out, even to get the bandits chest. I'm trying to multitask, looking at the other screen here. They're waiting on me to fund at the minute, because 75%'s been done so far, and Sabato's slacking. Right, let's get on with a raid. Let's fire them on quick. We need a quick one. We need a quick raid. No, we can't be that hesitant raiding that base. Again, I would take this base on with Bugu, especially in an event. So I mean, look, there's level 8 and 9 walls. Then you've got, like, I think they're level 16s. I don't think they're the 17s. I think they're the 16s. Could be wrong, but yeah, a bit of a mishmash of walls there. Come on, we need loot. We need loot. Where's the other grand pounder? Why you only got one? Because he's a new Pirate Hall 8. Yes, he's doing these walls there on the side. So he's only built. Sorry, he's only got his ground pounder from Pirate Hall 7. When you go to Pirate Hall 8, make sure that is top on your priority list. Get that second ground pounder built. It's 24 hours, people. And it saves lives. It saves loot. Not lives, it saves loot. It damages lives. Come on, Sib. There we go, perfect. Remember, we've got 100 toughness less because of the training ground perks down to 1 there, 1 there. We're going to try and come in from around this angle, punch through the walls. We're going to take some losses, for sure. Pink croc, okay. So the pirate hall's there. We are not going for the 100%. I very much doubt with my 100 TG less perk, it's just not going to happen at all. But we live in hope. Let's get a gunner there and a gunner up there. Who knows? So once we can get some of these gunners, bucks in, let's get our bombers in like so. That hurt. That really hurt. This is where we're going to start. Wow, we're going to start to notice that difference in the TGs. These bombers are going to struggle to get into this area here. We need to get these. Come on. There we go. So now use the ability. We've got half of our troops in there. We've got to be cautious. We've got to get maybe a couple of guns in through the back here if we can. Got to be careful. No, gunners, don't be so stupid. There we go. We need to try and take out the ground pallet. Get the priestess. There we go. Locked up half the base now. I don't think the raid's going particularly well. Trying to concentrate on 2 different things. Got a bunch of skellies there. The mortar's gone down. Can we? Trying, yes, creep in the ground pounder there. Take that out. Quick. There we go. Perfect. Now, there's so many skellies there. If only I had the Witch Doctor's ability again, it'd so help. This priestess has been taken out now. The loot, well, the loot's sort of in the collectors again. If we can just keep that Witch Doctor there. Don't let him go too far. Keep him there. We're going to have a bunch of... Mashing the button. There we go. So, another 6 skellies there. 6 tanks. They're really tanky skellies, surprisingly. Really are tanky. I mean, the loot is coming in now. We've got a bunch of gunners here doing some damage. Use the ability Berserker for the Buccaneers. Come on, gunners, take out them. That's it. There we go. So, got one lonely gunner there. Got our one Buccaneer here. Got our gunners in here. The raid's going fantastically well. And, who knows, we could... Oh, go on. There we go. So I don't know if it's going to go down or not, so that's why I resurrected there. Good job I didn't, because he's focusing on the gunners there. There's a bunch of skellies. There's a bunch of skellies in the base. And if they don't focus on the gunners, the pirate hall, we are in business. This pirate hall will fall any second. Let's use the ability. There we go. So we've got a couple of gunners in the water. And there we go. We got the 3-star, yeah. There we go, baby. There we go. Sib is in the house. So not bad resources. Almost 1 million grog. Gold wasn't too bad neither. Using Bugu. Bugu with a twist, I may add. Bugu with a twist. Right. Let's come out and let's fund the perk because it's hampering us. It's hampering us. We need it. Right, let's make sure we get the army first because we always make that crucial mistake. And there we go. Just quickly going to type in. Sorry, guys. There we go. So we sent out on the mini account. Now let's get on with our raid. After we try and we've got a bunch. I've done a bit of streaking the other day. We've got a bunch of stuff plus the 7-day login. That's why we've got 2 Marauders chests. Got a bunch of chests open, but again the silo is the issue. And once we go point 10, we can get the silo upgraded. Curse Paradox, I need them. Thank you. That'll do. Anyway, yeah. So when we go to Pirate Hall 10 in 11 days, 2 hours, I'll make sure if I have the gem finish things, we'll have all the mines, Mystic Mines, done. The Flame Gate as well. And then we've got to we get 15 more slots. There's a lot of gold. 15 more slots. We can really start to get some streaking done then. Proper streaking. And get the chests in there. And do big chest openings and stuff. I can't wait. I'm excited. I feel like a kid at Christmas. Anyway, let's get on with an attack. That's why we're here. And let's see what we're going to find now. Obviously, still using the same troop combo. Because that is... Well, this is... I used to just use bucks and gunners, but you need a way to get through the walls. That's why I've got 12 bombers. So vary it between 10. I don't really like using 10. Between 12 and 14 bombers. As I said, I do use 10, but then you have to really be choosy on what level walls you're attacking. Because things can go wrong. And then obviously the priestess to stun and the witch slot to resurrect those buccaneers. I mean, again, you could use skellies. But as to Mugawara, the cook time's longer, they cost more grog, so I mean you're farming, but then you're sort of taken away from the farm for having better tanks. You might as well then go with jugs. You get what I'm saying? But the Witch Doctor does resurrect the Buccaneers. I'm pretty sure they don't resurrect the skeletons of Juggernauts. Pretty sure. I'm sure it's only at 1 troop capacity. And there's probably spark of debate, you know. Let me know in the comments below. So, let's find some loot. Come on! This 500,000 is not going to pay the piper. 655,000, still not really. No, I'm not going for it. Not happening. We're at 5.4 million growth. Can't remember what was on at the start. I'd say we farmed to 3-4 million in this episode anyway. In 5 attacks. That isn't too bad, really, is it? I don't think so. I mean, it depends. I have spoke about in the past in videos about loot and how much you should be taking, and I don't know if people are listening to that. I have no idea. Maybe they think, oh well, you're just lucky what you find, and well, I can't take that. Don't say that. That's why you're watching the videos. Learn. I'm showing you exactly how to use Bugu, because it is my speciality. I hear there is someone, I can't remember who it was, it's in one of the chat groups I'm in, someone's meant to be really good at using bucks. And I was like, well, I'm good at using bucks. So yeah, I mean, I haven't seen or heard of anyone else using bucks like I do. And you see in, you know, the live attack ones I was doing during the Thunderstruck, I was pulling apart max Python 10s and 11s using my Boogu. I can't figure out how I'd done it, but I'd done it in, in so many consecutive days. It wasn't just a fluke. So there's a skill to it, and I guess that you have to rate differently when using jugs to when you're using bugs, because you've got less jugs for a start because they take up more capacity. Now this, I mean, let's do it. Yeah, we're doing a video. We're all about learning and teaching and everything. Let's hopefully be out of range of these smaller gun towers. However, not the cannon that I failed to miss. We should be okay. I mean, we've got the training ground perk back up now, so we've got 100 additional toughness per troop. So, I mean, all we really want to focus on doing is not using too many troops. I mean, look at them walls. The walls are going down too quick. So if you use 6 more of them, that's about, I don't know, 15 troops, okay? If we can use 15 troops and get most of this grog, then it's been a happy farm day. And the mortar splash damage to my troops is not going to do very much. I know it's a very underleveled Pirate Hall 7. I don't know why he's sitting on, some loot like that when really needs it to do his base, make his base better. It is a collector raid, but however, I've got to destroy a big portion of these buildings to get to the collectors. But 80,000, we're about to take out another grog distillery. We're taking some damage now. I don't think we get the other 45,000. We get too much hits from the mortar and the cannons. I mean, and here comes a mine as well. So yeah, it leaves me with 1. Okay, we'll take that. So how many troops have we? 385,000 using 14 troops. It was okay. It was 24,000 grog. 5-minute wait. Yeah, it's profitable. It works. I mean, if you figure out 5 minutes. 5 minutes, it's got 350,000. How much can you take in, 12 attacks, an hour? Although it take you a bit longer with next and stuff. I get that. Let's call it an hour. Let's call it 10 attacks. So that'd be 3.5 million grog at an hour. Now, if you use 2 big attacks, you'd be lucky if you take, 1.82 million. So when you look at it like that, this method is so much faster. You're raiding a lot more, so you're not sitting there waiting for troops, cooking troops, and the only aspect is that you're not being as sociable to your guild. So wait up, do some big attacks, do some smaller attacks. So sometimes I see a mill grog sitting there going like, yeah, I'm having this. This guy is handing me the grog. I'm taking it. It's got my name on it. And then you can sit there for let's call it 25-30 minutes cooking your army, then you can talk to your guildmates. So yeah, I mean, that's just another way of farming, really. 350, 10-15 troops, perfect. I'll take that any day of the week. Not much results there, but I mean, you're starting to see the pattern now that below 100 PR is not fully maxed out bases. You get some decent bases down here and some max bases down here, of course, but the majority of the bases are not up to standard. That's why they're this slowed down, trying to, farm loot yourself. Which, gives us an opportunity to farm them. Once they're done spending their resources on their builders, they'll go offline, they'll be sitting on a bunch of resources, and then we take it off of them, and we help them spend it. I've seen this base earlier today. Yeah, very strange. I don't know what the Grand Pans was about there, because they were so easily accessible. And I think I've seen this one too. I don't know why people believe Grand Pounders so vulnerable. They're like the key defence when you hit Pirate Hall 7. It's like, yeah, everything must sort of be half protected, but the Grand Pounder, definitely. You can't just leave it in a double wall at the back or somewhere. Like these, I mean, alright, it's double Grand Pounders as a Pirate Hall 10, but they're in the centre. They're just like, you want to come get these Grand Pounders, come and try. It is not going to be easy. Like this one. Go in that spot there. It won't take too many troops to take that out. Coming from the side angle, yeah, it's Stingray. There's that guy again. That's the one I was talking about. It's not that difficult. 636,000 again. Why are you leaving the Grand Pounder there? And one there. I'm just going to shoot a bunch of stuff, or come in from this direction, take out the ground pounder, and then that leaves me, well, I come in from that way then, or you know, take that out, and I come in from this way into your base. So you're just giving people the option to be able to get into your base. Come on, Madoki, show me a nice amount. Give me a reasonably tough base like that. What is that doing there? Is it sightseeing? We're by the beach here today in the lovely ocean. I don't see any blankets, you know, for a picnic. Right, there again, ground pounder. There's no walls for a start, but still, you know, put it in the middle at least. Storage is a bit spaced out. There's no point trying to farm that. I wouldn't even try that with thieves, to be honest. It's not profitable enough, and that one is just no loot. As I said, this is where I think there's sort of a cap. I've done it for Pirate Hall 6, but you start to see like 2 Pirate Halls below you, so you start to see Pirate Hall 4s and 5s that don't have a lot of loot. The Pirate Hall 5s for Pirate Hall 6, yes, maybe. But, you know, you really start to notice it Pirate Hall 8, definitely, because Pirate Hall 6 is carrying around, I think, 700k loot for a Pirate Hall 8, which isn't too bad, especially using Bugu. Just go and wipe out the base, use, you know, 3/4 of an army. And then Pirate Hall 7s, I think they're about 800,000, 700, something like that. But yeah, again, you just do that. It's such an easy method to farm. A lot of people, you know, oh, the resource is so hard to get. No, you're just making it hard on yourself. Come on now. We're going to do one more raid. I'm going to pause this till we find it, guys. Almost hit the stop button there. Well, we're finally, after about 5 minutes of pushing next, found this base. Now, I know that it's sort of a square base, and it looks like he's doing well on his walls. His defence is too, to be honest. There's a nice amount of grog sitting there, so we're going to try and take it. Now, obviously, he's a Pirate Hall 8, I'm a Pirate Hall 9, but we're using Bugu, so, you know, give us a break. I can only see one ground pounder, which, no, there we go. Okay, so we attack from behind. When people leave you this option, you just, you know, we're going to come in from this direction. Anyhow, let's start with trying to collect a couple of these outlying buildings. There's no legendary pirate defendant. Just get a couple in there because they're quite tanky buildings. Try and get them taken out early on. Now, we just want to get just a few bucks in there. Now we want to just get our bombers in there. Get a few guns in that spot there, because the gun towers, there we go. So we're not going to put all our bucks in, because they're going to get pounded by them all. Everyone's going to get forced backwards. So we don't use it yet. We wait for a big cluster of army to get in there. When they do, now let's use their abilities. Now our buccaneers start to swarm in there. Now the second wave goes into the base. Save back a few of our gunners for any of the reasons of needing to hold back guns, and that'll be trying to distract defences. Take out like so. We're going to need to worry about that ship as well, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen. Use the priestess ability and locked up the ground pounder there, which is good. Although there's no troops there, still lock it up. Actually, no, we just misclicked it and didn't pay attention where the priestess was, but shh, no one knows. No one knows. Get the skellies up and going now. So how are we going? We're going perfect. Cameraman, come on cameraman. There we go, stay on target. Pardon the pun because of the gunner's ability. We didn't use Matt McCracken. We've got so many troops left. Oh, it's a fellow countryman, or maybe just got the flag there. Let's use their abilities. There we go. Super Lights using the abilities. Perfect. We've just got the silo guild ship, outhouse, and builder's hut to take care of, and we farmed decent loot. So this is a win-win. It's not the best space to finish up on a raid, but there we go. I hope you enjoyed this episode all. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.